What's going on, everybody? It's your boy PTK Blam back in the building with another weekly video. Yesterday is Friday, everybody, the end of the work week. I hope everybody's having an amazing Friday, guys. I am putting this video up a little bit later on in the day than I normally would, but it's still going to go up today. I still want to make sure I'm providing consistent content here on the channel, guys. It is 2019 and we want to get this thing started off right. But before we go into today's topic or video, essentially, I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody here who shows support and love to the channel as well as the podcast. The last video I put up is doing phenomenally, guys. Let's keep this thing moving. So if it's your first time here, please drop a like on the video, subscribe as well. If you know people that enjoy video games topic, discussions, podcasts, share the channel, man, on all social media links, as many as you can possibly go. I got a goal of 2,000 subscribers this year, guys. I'm going to do everything I possibly can to hit that goal, guys. We're definitely got some big things coming. It is time to level up. When I mean level up, we're talking all kind of cool stuff I have planned for the channel. So please do that to help me out, guys. I appreciate it. If you really truly enjoy the content, guys, leave a like, hit the like button, and subscribe. So let's go ahead and just dive right into today's topic. So I was kind of looking around and there wasn't really much going on. It's kind of a lull in gaming right now. I was putting together the topic list for the podcast, by the way, which will be live, the Shop Podcast, this Saturday at 5 p.m. Not Eastern time, sorry, 5 p.m. Mountain time. So be there, be square. We always live. I'm not sure if I have a guest this week, but even if we don't, we're going to rock that thing out, guys. But anyway, I was putting together that topic list, and I was going through my topics, and I kind of wanted to talk about something that we've brought up kind of off and on the podcast. I've talked about it and touched on it here and there through different events and different times of the year. So today is going to be a fun one. You guys know what I like to do. I always like to throw different kind of questions to get you guys to think. And actually, this topic here is coming straight from the poll that I put up. If you don't know, guys, and you're new here, what I do is I do a weekly Shop Podcast poll where I post a poll on Twitter. If you're not following me there, follow me to get a look at the poll. On Twitter every Monday. The poll pretty much runs Monday through Friday. Then we pretty much talk about the poll and discuss the results on the podcast on Saturday. So this topic comes directly from that. We're going to have fun with this, guys. So the poll topic was, which developer / publisher has been the most disappointing this generation? Now, I know that's kind of funny, essentially, when you're talking about disappointing, and there's a lot of people we can look at it, and the four that I put, I felt like I got to think about it, and I felt like those four could essentially jostle in my mind, for that particular position. So we got Bethesda, EA, Activision, and Capcom, guys, and I'm going to break each one of these down individually shortly. I'm not going to dive in super deep, but I'm going to give her, a general explanation. Then I'm going to give the one I think that's been most disappointing to me. So we're going to start with Bethesda, guys, and I've always been a huge Bethesda fan. Back in Bethesda's heyday, in their peak, Bethesda used to equal quality. Bethesda was that Rockstar level studio with the Elder Scrolls. They made massive games, and they still do. But the quality of the games, especially Fallout, has deteriorated this generation. And the exclamation point on that has been Fallout 76. That game came out broken. It's underdeveloped. It's a lot of issues. They're having publishing issues. They're having media issues where people are tearing that game apart for all kind of different things. And they've continued to under-deliver this generation. They do great with the games that they publish, like the Dooms, like the Dishonors. But for whatever reason, their own personal games suffered this generation. They have not lived up to that title that Bethesda had earned the previous generation. So that's why I have Bethesda on this list. Now, EA and Activision, I kind of want to throw them in the same ball because EA and Activision, they've always been those publishers that we look at like pieces of crap. Like they're known for shady practices, microtransactions, Destiny, Call of Duty. You know what it is. We don't really have to go too far to look for blemishes on those two studios' records or publishers' records. I think EA has done a better job this generation of supporting their games and doing some different things. Now the whole I don't want to say Battlefield, but Battlefront situation, all of that was a little shady and well documented. So that's why they're there. Activision, obviously Call of Duty, they fumbled the ball this generation. I think Black Ops 4 has kind of picked up some steam for them along the way. But that Infinite Warfare was terrible. Their games that they've sold great. Don't let me sit up here and paint the wrong picture. But I don't think that luster that Call of Duty had is I don't think ever going to come back for me personally. Now the game may sell great, don't get me wrong, but for me personally, that luster is gone, and I don't know if it'll ever get that back. Now Capcom is kind of a weird one because Capcom hasn't really done much, and that's why they're on this list, because I think Capcom has a lot of cool IPs. They have a lot of cool characters that they're sitting on that they have done nothing with. Obviously, Dead Rising, that essentially failed horribly. After Dead Rising 4, I believe, launched, that studio is now completely gone. That I don't know if that IP will ever be picked up again, but they've had some huge bombs this generation as well. Now, I just wanted to give you a little tidbit. Now, the one I think out of those four that I think has been the most disappointing for me is easily Bethesda, just based on the reputation that Bethesda had prior to this generation. They were a triple A level studio. They still are, but compared to the hype around their video games based on the actual product, I think that they've been the most disappointing for me as a Fallout fan, as somebody who highly regards their studio. Now, like I said before, they've done great with a lot of the games they published, the Dooms, things like that, but their own personal games. Now, obviously, Elder Scrolls is coming out probably within the next few years. That remains to be seen. They can't fumble the ball on Elder Scrolls. I don't know if that flops, if they can recover from an Elder Scrolls flopping. I don't know. I mean, Fallout has essentially gotten worse and worse every version of it since, I think, 3 essentially. And I don't know if they can recover from Elder Scrolls that happening to that caliber game, especially knowing people have been waiting on that game literally forever. So I think on this out of those four, Bethesda has been the most disappointing for me this generation. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about those four choices. If you agree, if you guys don't agree, I love to have fun. Once again, me and the panel will go over this topic in the podcast this Saturday, guys. Subscribe to the channel, drop a like, got some cool things on the way. And once again, guys, let me know what you guys want to see here on the channel down in the description. I want to push interactivity as much as I can, but you guys got to talk to me. Talk back and forth. Hit me up on Twitter if you guys want to see different things, anything I can add to make the show better, to make the channel better. I want to do all these things in 2019 to upgrade, essentially level up, and bring a different kind of show in 2019. But once again, guys, mull over that topic. Hit me back, guys. Thank you for the subscriptions. Thank you for the love. 2019 has been amazing so far. Peace out, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend. Bye-bye.